So I was just talking to a friend about the commingle wealth income inequality chart, and I want to. There are two key takeaways that I feel like people don't understand. Let me find the second section. That's the first one. There we go. All right. Everybody knows about the 99% and the 1%. But that's really misleading, I've learned. The bottom 50% of American earners range from debt to $120,000 a year. $120,000 is a lot in my circle. I mean, I don't think I know any. I don't think I've ever known. I'm sure I've met people, right? I mean, doctors and whatever. But I mean, not been friends with, known, had in my circle people who made more than that. So my entire life has been living in that 3%, that 3% of the wealth, bottom half of the country. So I'm going to say at least a third of Americans are in that similar situation. 3%. Okay. Now, that does things to the brain because it's still less than half, right? So you go to the bottom 90%, and that's still only 30% of wealth. And that's like, yeah, people that make $1 million a year. How many of you know a millionaire? So that's what I wanted to talk about. It really is at 99%. Dude, that's fucking people that make over $1 million a year. Those are rich people. If we're going to be talking about poor versus rich people, being real, if you make over a fucking $500,000, you're rich. Being even more real, being more honest, in a situation where some people don't have food and houses, if you're making, $250,000, $1/8 million, you're rich. Like, you don't have financial problems. You have inconveniences. You're never going to not be able to pay a bill. You're never going to have anything taken away. The city is not going to come and tell you that you have a code violation that you can't fix. You're going to be able to, you're just not going to have any of the problems normal fucking people have. And I'm just amazed that fact didn't burn through the population like fire. Of all the shit that goes viral and gets attention and starts trends, holy shit, guys, we're fighting over 3% of the wealth. Let's say 5%, just so that we can include people, I don't see how somebody making $250,000 is on my side, but we'll just pretend. We need to organize versus rich people, guys. They're bleeding us dry. We're slaves. Like imagine I own a plantation. What's my labor costs? With slaves, what's my labor costs? It's gotta be more than 3%. There is no way that they were 97% profitable. There's no way. So all these machines that we've invented haven't gone to making people's lives better. It's gone to making it more efficient to hold slaves. And now, soon, well, that explains why it's not everywhere. Why we don't already have humanoid robot labor everywhere, because it's hard to fucking compete with 3%. We're still cheaper. We're still cheaper than fucking paper clips, basically. This is like just one in a list of things I don't understand why people don't freak the fuck out about. Like all my other stuff that I complain about consistently, you know, it's like I have to explain to you suffering is bad. I have to explain to you aging is bad. I have to explain to you that we should be clearing the planet of parasites like ticks and fleas and all the stuff that I don't understand why normal people don't agree with me on, or just don't care about, or don't think about, aren't vexed by enough to Google. So, you know, but now, like, everyone I've ever known, like, I've lived my entire life in the bottom half. Easily. You know, I never came, bottom quarter, I never ever came close, even at my very best, to even having a shot at that kind of money. And I've never known anybody who did. And I've known plenty of really different people. Bottom half of the country, 3%. We are, that's not even scraps. Like imagine a T-bone steak, okay? The bone is more than 3% of the mass of that fucking steak. The bone you would throw to your dog after you finish that steak is more than we get. Guys. And our chance to do something about it, general strike, is fucking, that window is closing rapidly. Already, there are car companies with humanoid robots. Like, I think it was Benz or Lexus or something that was like, they showed a demo of a humanoid robot moving a panel and everything. And it's coming, folks. Fast. Already you can see the tech sector being just devastated by AI. Guys, we have to do something.